Hey everybody, what's going on? Rob Cesternino back for another Deal or No Deal Island preview. Today, we're talking about another one of our famous faces on Dondi Season 2, Parvati Shallow. And of course, we've got the panel back here. Of course, we know Dondi. This guy knows it so well. Chappelle is here. Chappelle, how are you?
I'm feeling good. We're doing another one of these preseason rundowns of these big names that we having on this season of Dondi. And I think this one, all of these names are huge, but people were shocked when they saw this name come across the screen. So I'm ready to talk about Parvati.
Okay, of course, here, she could have been in the Black Widow Brigade, maybe.
Oh, yes,
Jenny
absolutely.
Autumn. Jenny, how are you?
I did not actually know this was about me. I definitely would have loved to be in the Black Widow Brigade. I've been watching Parvati on TV for a really long time, and she popped up on the Traders last year, and I thought that was it. Wouldn't see her again for a little while, and here she is on Deal or No Deal Island, right after we had our season last year with Rob, and I'm just like, it's wild. I can't believe it's happening.
All right, and we have a great guest, of course, that we needed an iconic woman survivor here to talk about Parvati. And so we are thrilled to have here with us from season 44 of Survivor, Maddy Pomilla is here. Maddy, how are you?
Hi, y'all. I'm so good. I'm great. So happy to be here. So honored to be invited to chat about Parv. She is a legend, and there's so much to talk about. So I'm excited. Wow. So I didn't remember that made the edit. And I thought I was going to come in here with some hot tea because when I went first on my season of Survivor 44, someone from the alumni ethers came to my DMs and was like, girl, don't worry about it. I was on a season with Parvati, and literally her ass was grass. She was about to go. So thank God her ass was not grass, because from that season, we had probably the most...
Wow, a blind item.
Was
it Yao Man? Is Yao Man in your DMs?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah.
I'm going to put
Queen
this out
Yao
there.
Man.
There is something, everything sucks about going pre-merge in Survivor. Everything. But one nice thing that happens after the fact is everyone fucking tells you everything. Sorry, I cussed.
Yes.
Everyone tells you everything. So you know how in the Titanic, they're like, a woman's heart is an ocean of secrets? That's me. I have all the Survivor secrets. Everyone tells me everything.
Wow.
So that's not a secret. I guess that was in the edit. But anyway, yeah, Parvati was going to go first on that season. Thank God she didn't, because from that season, for those who didn't watch, we had probably the most dominant female-led by actually multiple women, not just Parvati, alliance that brought to the final 5 all females. Did Eric Reichenbach go?
Well, Eric went to the 5, and then they got him.
Final 4 of women.
They got his ass.
They got his ass. Actually, I have a beautiful painting from Eric Reichenbach. I'm getting sidetracked, but I'm gonna show you guys.
Okay, Maddy is going to go get a painting from Eric Reichenbach.
While she does that, I do want to point out that even when Johnny Fairplay is on the fence about whether or not he should go, we do see glimpses of Parvati being like, maybe we should quit. And that was like the seeds of, maybe the monster that we didn't know we were dealing with Parvati Shallow.
Yeah.
Maddy, that picture is iconic.
Yeah, can you read the caption from Eric's art?
Ooh.
His Dabu doodle.
Did I find the key? Did you find the key? Did you find the key over there? It's about the first episode of Survivor 44. Key Gate. Actually, I saw Brandon Bottom last night.
Yes. Real one.
That looks beautiful framed. Like
yes. And you can buy Eric's art online. He's very talented.
only ever seen it on online, so it's nice to see it like
framed.
Framed in its glory.
Okay.
Look at Parvati's powers. Now we're talking about Eric Reichenbach all of a sudden on the Dondi podcast. Look at Parvati put him on the map really by stealing his idol.
Yeah. Chappelle, Parvati sort of gets branded with this image. Really, like the narrative around her is that, okay, she's the flirt. That's how she wins. That's how she operates. And I don't think you can deny that that is a part of her game, but it sort of becomes like synonymous of like, that's all she is as a player.
Well, she even talks about it, from Cook Islands on. She says when she watched Cook Islands back, she said, I was so one-dimensional. Like, all I could do was flirt, and I didn't have any real game to me. She comes to Micronesia, and she's willing to weaponize one of her powers, which is her charm. She can turn it on for whoever she wants to turn it on. And she does. she leads this alliance. You could say it was like a group, or an ensemble cast of women that go on and do some amazing things. And then she comes back for Heroes versus Villains with a name that is bigger than her. Like, she is just like, Parvati, you alone led these women. It's like, so she gets there. Her reputation precedes her. And then she goes on to do great things and flashy things in Heroes versus Villains as well. We will see Survivor players from that moment on. Young women, I want to play the Parvati game. I'm going to play the Parvati game. I'm going to be the Parvati. We see men being like, we got to stomp out these Parvatis. We can't let a Parvati get too far. Her name is so large that by the time she's come back to play for Survivor again, like, no one would dare let her get her teeth sunk into the game. It just won't happen. So she's not the same person that she used to be because she's grown up a lot. That's not the same persona that she has. She probably still has those powers, but being older, being in a relationship, having kids, those types of things will mature you in a way that maybe you don't want to lean into those things anymore. And so I'm really wondering, like, what does it look like now? Parvati's back on the beach. That's where she operates the best.
Parvati, I think that her appeal, she's known as this flirt, the Black Widow, but I feel like that really Parvati, with a lot of the men on reality TV, they fear her more than they are really drawn to her. Yeah. I think that Parvati's superpower is attracting women, specifically young women. I think this was part of the problem on the Traders. There were no young Parvati fans that were on that show. But here on Dandi, I would imagine there's probably going to be like 2 or 3 different young women who want to be a Parvati, want to be in the Black Widow Brigade. Like, that's really where that, I think that really energizes her, of like having like a couple of young women that like, like the new Natalie Boltons and Danielle DiLorenzos who want to follow her around. Michelle got sucked into this a little bit and want to like be a part of Parvati's new clique.
Yeah, no, totally. And I think
she's the queen bee.
That part.
Yeah.
I think that Parv is close with Suri to a degree from the seasons that they've done together and just life. But we all saw what happened with Suri on Big Brother. Who's going to be the Izzy to Suri for Parvati on Dandi?
Now, Maddy, a lot of Dandi comes down to 1, your tolerance for risk, and 2, luck. And so I wonder, from Parvati's personality, what we've seen from her on television before, that how risk tolerant do you think Parvati is when it comes down to potentially going up and facing the banker?
You're freaking me out.
Why?
I was going to talk about this earlier. I was like, you know what I want? I want Parvati to do something different, because I haven't seen, I mean, she does do ballsy things, but I haven't seen her do anything foolish. And like, there's like a fine line between like brave and foolish, and I kind of like standing on both sides of it. Like, I think that's fun. And so I want to see her play a risky game, because I feel like, talking about Parvati and the evolution of Parvati, like, she just came out in a queer relationship. I think she just got out of that relationship. Like, in a lot of ways, she's like freer than she's ever been. She's on a slew of TV shows this year. In a lot of ways, she's playing with house money. Girl, go for it. You've been on TV for 20 years. Do something stupid and just see if it happens. I don't know. That's my advice.
She's definitely made risky moves. The double idol play in Heroes versus Villains to, play those 2 idols based off of her read of Amanda Kimmel in that situation. I mean, it's legendary. It's risky. Do we think that she is going to, have that same kind of bravado and go in to face the banker, Chappelle?
I think she needs to. I think that like that is Parvati that we know. That's the lore. That's the name that's bigger than the person. She didn't get to do that in the Traders, right? It's just not the environment for that. But now, honestly, I could see her going up against the banker and being like, and just like winning around and just like everybody's just being amazed. And like, oh yeah, this is Parvati. How did you do it? But I could also see her leading the sheep to the slaughter. Yeah. Oh, Parvati, you don't have to go in. I'll go up against the banker. She's like, me for me? You want to give me your idol, JT? Russell? Oh my God, thank you. That's her. That's Parvati. She's sending these saps out here to do her bidding, and she's just going to sit back and let the banker take these people out.
Did you notice her cast photo? First of all, serving as always. However, she's like almost in her own version of camo. she's wearing like this green dress that is like the exact color of like the grass and the foliage. It's like, is this saying something? Are you trying to like blend in with the normies, with the civilians, with the environment, and not come off as the massive threat that you are?
Jenny,
Or
that is a cover up.
does
She
she
about to
just-
take that green dress off, and it's gonna be the Parvati bikini that we all know.
Okay, but what if it's the same color? I'm just saying, right? Like that is like, she's shining because it's like the dress doesn't have to do anything. It's blending in with the background. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I just thought it was so funny.
You are serving art historian 100%.
Yeah.
Meaning
Dondi is my muse.
We've all been blind. She's telling us things through the dress. Duh.
Well, Maddy, thank you so much for being here with us.
Yeah.
Maddy, I
Thank
know
you for having me.
you're retired. You make rare podcast appearances, but where could people keep up with what you're doing?
I don't know, in real life, come find me.
Come find you in real life. Nobody's ever said that before on the podcast.
Just kidding.
People
Don't.
are usually
Maddie.
like, don't find me in real life.
Yeah, well, maybe I shouldn't say that. But if you want to follow me, I am on Instagram, and I'm now on Blue Sky. We're
Oh,
all doing Blue Sky.
some people are, yeah.
I have a funny handle. Jeff, can you hear me? Jeff Probst, can you hear me? Follow me there.
Okay. All right, Maddy, thank you for being here with us. Okay, don't miss any of our Dondi coverage, including the exit interviews after each episode, plus our recap and much more. Go to weknowdondi.com to make sure you're subscribed wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you so much for joining us. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.